Hi there Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 4th of April. Security continues to be an important theme in your situation. There's two vital strands this week, or influences, which are going to affect or detract from this. The most positive one sees your ruling planet Saturn forging a great angle to the Sun. This could see you having a conversation with someone close to you or within the family, or making your own inner connections about your past, which helps you to feel more secure about your personal identity and your roots. Or if you're changing anything, slowly but quietly behind the scenes, it could start to be showing more in terms of your physical experience when it comes to where you live or your relationships with people around you. But Pluto in your sign is still very powerful. It has of course been clashing with Uranus the last 3 years or so, and there is a little bit of its energy still to the fore this week in its right angle to the Sun. And this is more difficult in the sense that you can be more impatient in terms of trying to get what you want. And when it comes to interacting with anyone immediately around you, that can actually be a jarring influence. However, on Wednesday, there is two big changes which I think can help you. The move of Mercury into your sister Earth sign of Taurus just asks you to lighten things up a little bit. It doesn't matter what you're talking about, but if you can just sweeten the pill somewhat, it will help. Also, you can feel a little bit more outgoing yourself. And this has been a more inward period, so to feel that you can look up and around you and just chat to people more, it's actually going to be very good. But on the same day, Venus moves in to replace Mercury in the sign of Aries. Now this could give you the desire to beautify your home, buy some lovely new furnishings, redecorate, or even move altogether. And in fact, that restlessness that's been such a feature of you, of your situation over the last few years, in terms of your emotional life, family relationships, and just at times needing space and at others needing to be more intimate with people, well, that's going to be emphasised even more by this week's new moon of Thursday, which does combine with Uranus. And the Sun, when it does this, is asking us to become more aware of our need for independence, for freedom, to say how we really feel, to be authentic, but also it can see us making some switchback decisions, which goes against the grain for someone like yourself, who tends to think about things very slowly and carefully before you decide on your strategy, and then once you are really sure, you can be extremely driven and effective in terms of making things happen. So this new moon suggests that things could still be a bit shook up, and you may still be trying to work out what's going on in terms of home, family, emotional issues. But just stay mindful of what's going on behind you. With Saturn forging this fine link to the Sun, you still have Mars in the same area. And these two planets are really asking you to look within or backwards to your past to understand what's going on in your present situation. But as this week draws to a close, I think Mercury's influence can really be helpful in, as I say, just lightening things up. And if you want to invite people around, you want to create a bit more spontaneity around your family life, have a gathering or some kind of reunion, or conversely just have some space from people you see a lot of, it really wouldn't be a surprise. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.